Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick. Sorry if you can hear my Xbox in the background, but yeah, it's loud. So sorry about that. I have the new Xboxes, but I use my old one because yeah, I'm just gay like that. It's stupid because I use my old Xbox. Um, but this commentary is just the MOAB streak in this gameplay, so I thought you guys might enjoy it. So that's what it is. Um, but what I'm going to talk about in this commentary is actually something that I probably am not the most qualified to talk about, but I thought I'd talk about it because I do know quite a lot about it. I've watched videos, I've done a little bit of research here and there, so I do know what I'm talking about when I talk about it, so it's not like I'm talking out my ass when I talk about this. So what I'm going to talk about is how to get a MOAB in Modern Warfare 3. So when the game first came out, my first MOAB came in December. I didn't even like really know about the MOAB until like December, early December. So my first MOAB came then because I only used Assault really, so it took me a while to actually get to the point where I could get a MOAB. So yeah, that's how it went. But after I actually pulled off my first MOAB, it took me a long time. It took me around till Christmas noobs, and I pulled out 5 in that week of like prime Christmas noobs. I pulled out 5 MOABs then, and then it took me a while. And this past week, I pulled out 7 or 8 MOABs. And so I'm actually not probably the most qualified person to talk about these, but I do have tips, and I have gotten my fair share of MOABs. So I have great tips to tell you guys about MOABs and whatnot, so I thought I'd do a commentary and tell you guys about them. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to run Specialist. I mean, this is basic, but the first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to run Specialist. Now, for the perks that I suggest you run with Specialist is your initial perks. I suggest you run Sleight of Hand. For your second perk, Hardline. If you're level 80, you're not trying to level up anymore, I suggest you run your second perk as Assassin or Quick Draw, and your third perk as, if you're running an Assault Rifle, I suggest Stalker, and if you're running an SMG, Steady Aim. The two weapons, though, I'll get into the weapons I suggest you use, but the perks are the key things to start off, because I am talking about the specials here. Now, if you're running Hardline, the perks I would suggest you unlock first are I would suggest you unlock Assassin, Quick Draw, and then Scavenger. You can switch those 3 perks up any way you like. I usually do Quick Draw, Assassin, and Scavenger. If I have extended mags, I might not even use Scavenger, but it depends. If you are not using Hardline, then I would suggest you use one of the ones that you aren't using, Quick Draw or Assassin. Then you use Blast Shield. Blast Shield or Blind Eye or Dead Silence or Sit Rep or Marksman. There are plenty valid choices that you can replace. The one is just all preference. It's just all preference on whether you want to see enemies at a farther distance, hear them louder or not let them hear you, or yeah, not be detected by enemy air support. So that's the replacement to the 2 perks that I mentioned earlier. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just pick the order that works best for you and run it that way. Now, it doesn't really matter what perks you unlock, because once you get that 7 or 8 kill streak, you're on your Specialist bonus. And it's 24 kills to get the MOAB if you're running Specialist, 25 if you're not, or not running Hardline. But that's how it's really going to work out with the MOAB. Now, the guns that I suggest you use, on the Assault Rifle side, I suggest you run the ACR, Type 95, Scar L, or M4. Those are the best guns to run to try to get a MOAB. The ACR and the Scar have great accuracy and decent damage. The M4 has decent accuracy and decent damage. It's kind of like in the middle, and the Type 95 has beast accuracy and beast damage, but it's 3-shot burst, so you're gonna have to control that. And so if you can do that, it's a really good gun to get a MOAB. I might also suggest the MK14, but it's single fire, so if you don't have a great trigger finger, I would not suggest it for getting a MOAB. In the SMGs, I suggest the MP7, PP90, P90, and UMP. They're all great guns to get a MOAB with. Um, with the SMGs, I suggest you run silencer and extended mags, and the same thing with the assault rifles, silencer, extended mags, except for the Type 95. I suggest you run red dot silencer or rapid fire silencer, but I would not run extended mags. There is no need to run it with the Type 95, seeing that you do not go through ammo as fast as you do with the other weapons. With the PP90, you definitely need the extended mags. Same so with pretty much every other gun. With the MP7, you could get away with rapid fire silencer, but the rapid fire does not do that much for the weapons, so there's no real true need. Now, for the actual gameplay of it all, actually I'll get into real quick. For your equipment, you're going to want to use Semtex Concussion, or Frag Concussion, or Frag Flash, depending on your preference of those, because you're going to have recon, so you can stun and flash after you get your specialist bonus, put guys up on the radar, use Hardline Pro to its full advantage and get those assists counted as kills. And with the Semtex and Frag, you can pick up a cheap double kill or cheap triple, or just a single kill, doesn't matter, or you can paint some guys on the radar with a Recon Pro after and get to work with Hardline. I would save your equipment until after you have all your specialist bonus. Now let me get into the actual gameplay of it all. Hold on, I gotta say this real quick. Your secondary, I would use the MP9 extended mags, so that when you run out of ammo, you have a secondary that you can pull out and shoot people with. So that's a good one. I guess that was a stupid way to put it. A good gun that's like a submachine gun, the MP9 is the best. Now let me get into the gameplay here. Like how you're going to want to play. You're going to want to stick to the edge of the maps or stick in a building. Or find an area like a high traffic area, like where I am right now. If you go up to the left there and you aim down to the right and to the middle, those are high traffic areas. They come down the hill and they come down through the middle. You can kill them. So easy. As you can see, the game ended before my MOAB actually came in, but it's whatever. So you're going to stay at the edges of the maps or find a high traffic area and kind of camp it out. But that's pretty much all my tips on how to get a MOAB. If you stay at the edge of the map, find high traffic areas and get the kills, and it's just got to take it's going to take you a lot of gun skill and pretty much